Cheers, brother.
They're spending the cupboards bare and then telling us we owe them for groceries.
Yeah, on both sides of the border. These guys are totally out of control, Kent.
Way out of control.
Welcome to the Out of Control Show with Rusty J and Kent C. Straight. It's about to get dangerously dangerous.
What's out of control?
Who's out of control?
Where's it out of control?
And why is it out of control today, Kent?
Well,
What's going down, brother?
Let me tell you, Rusty. You know what's out of control? Just comparing Canada and America right now. Even less than a generation. 10 years ago, Canada was pretty much on par with our American friends and neighbors, whether it came to salaries, debt, personal debt anyway.
Taxes?
The cost of homes, we were very comparable. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the graph. We'll put it up of the GDP per person. We were climbing with America, and then we had a big drop.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Wonder what happened, Kent.
The life expectancy in Canada is also 4 to 6 years longer than America, so there's pros and cons. But
for now,
what we're talking about, I think, is just our response to Trump trolling Canada.
Well, he's done a good job at that, Kent. He's made a frenzy. He's made our news and everybody look pretty foolish. And,
he's bluffed them.
Well, he dangles the carrot. Here, I'll give you 30 days. And in 30 days, he's going to give 30 more days. Not a politician. So he plays hardball. He had to get to where he is. And we're seeing it. And, he's getting some results. And we're seeing some good things happen on our border. People are getting busted. And what do you know? Enough fentanyl to kill planet Earth has been confiscated so far.
Not that much. But
well, I don't know.
A lot.
There's some of it there where it's out of control.
Well, I've seen the Liberals use the line of, only 1% of the fentanyl entering America has been confiscated at the northern border between America and Canada. But that's what's been caught.
So that's got to be
That's
enough.
what's been caught, though. But what's not been caught,
So that's
the raw materials that are being shipped, the product that's being shipped. I mean, just because they catch X amount doesn't mean there's a whole another pile going through when we don't really search train cars,
sure.
sea cans.
Well, they've been doing that
They've been
just
stepping it
recently.
up.
They stepped it up, and looks like they busted quite a few shady characters in some transport trucks and a super lab in BC. So they've all of a sudden, because Trump trolled them, and now they're going to take it serious, do something about this. Except for BC, it's still legal to do the drugs there, and they're still wide open, and they don't want to back down from that. And I don't know what's going on, Kent, but obviously it's a serious problem, and this fentanyl epidemic is out of control, brother. These people are peddling death. You know what I mean? They're selling death. And as far as I'm concerned, Pierre recently said he wants life imprisonment for anybody who traffics and sells this stuff. How about we just make capital punishment great again?
Well, people aren't going to vote for that, though.
I realize that.
Not the majority of people.
But are you sure? I think we're coming. Things are changing, and we're seeing that the bleeding heart liberal approach to things isn't working, and that in some instances you need to set down a real serious line in the sand and have serious consequences. If you're caught with this stuff, you're done. And that's if you want to play that game and gamble your life, then you do it, because you are literally selling death. How many people? I have a family member that I have lost to this. So this war, and it's sad. And it's like people wanting to, maybe take a break, but they're getting a bad high and they're gone. They're gone. And it's like happening everywhere. It's out of control. And it's something that's pouring in from every damn orifice of our borders. It is crazy. Like, they're now all of a sudden, like, how big is this? And like, this stuff is so potent. Like, there's fentanyl, then there's the high test version, difentanyl, carfentanil, like,
which is like way worse.
Well,
because they had that story many years ago. If folks remember the Danforth shooter in Toronto who walked down the street shooting people, apparently his brother was in a coma. I don't know the recent information. This was years ago, but his brother was in a coma because he was in a home in Pickering, Ontario, where they found a large amount of carfentanil, like enough to kill everyone in Canada. And that's like not even something that like drug dealers would want to put in drugs, because like you're killing your customers. Like, that's the opposite of doing business. Like, I'm not a drug dealer. I don't know how they work or how they think, but it would, common sense would say killing all your customers is bad for business. And unless that was your intention. Right?
Unless that's intentional.
Right.
That's
so, but that story was in the media and just went away. I'll put it up. But
well, like most stories, Kent, they just come, they go. We never see hear or see the outcome of these stories or any follow-ups because, well, let's just face it, every day is a new crazy day and something new breaks, another breaking story, and we just forget about it because we're just going forward. And before you know it, it's New Year's.
And like the comparison between America's, that sounded funny. USA.
USA.
But the difference between our responses right now between Canada and America is like champs and chumps. Like,
well, we're seeing,
looking from a distance and just watching all the executive orders that Trump is signing and all the changes and things that are happening so rapidly within the first 20, 30 days, right?
Absolutely.
Compared to us in Canada scrambling.
Right. Well,
and
look what's happening.
Limbo.
We're seeing the polar opposites go down. Now we're seeing the far left communist left, right? And where we are with our government, which is still prorogued.
They're sitting
Prorogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still taking a break. And another country that's like basically gone far to the right and is like basically, well, in some instances are taking it to the extreme, with the, I guess, with the border closures and the illegal immigrant.
Yeah, they're flying them out.
They're flying them out. They're gone. They're rounding them up and they're flying them out. And
from what I've seen, there's military on the southern United States border.
That's right. And 10,000 Mexicans, because that's what the Mexican government said that they'd placed there. So
a shout out to my snow Mexicans.
Yeah, to the snow Mexicans, keeping it safe. Good luck. You're going to have your hands full because there's a lot of people that are still inbound to that border. So they're going to have a rude awakening. I think things are going to change by the looks of it. But until that point, what's happening with our border? And
well, Canada's in limbo, man.
Well, we're in limbo. We don't even have
there is some government stuff going on in the background, but there's no debate in Parliament. There's no bills being passed. There's nothing. We're just in limbo waiting for the Liberals to pick their leader.
Well, and what's going to be sad, and it's just breaking right now, is this global fair spending.
Well, that's because of Dodge
right?
or Doge out of America.
Right. And
Department
so it's
of Government Efficiency.
Again, citizen journalists. And see, now the government is going to have to tighten their game because people are paying attention. And looks like they're uncovering some pretty questionable stuff. And what's sad is what seems to be being funded out of this department. That money could be really be used for like some good.
Veterans,
better
homeless,
things,
food
our
banks, our border, all
right,
kinds of stuff
tightening
in
things
Canada.
up, like-
well, you had a list of some of them, didn't you? What
Right.
was some of the spending? And the reason we're probably all talking about this is because in America, that new department, Department of Government Efficiency, with I believe Elon Musk, and they're pointing out all the crazy spending, or some
Right.
of it. I'm sure some of it's legit, but there is some crazy spending, and now it's focusing the spotlight on Canada now because people are getting interested.
Well-
like what's some of the crazy spending, Rusty?
Okay, right now here is one of them was advancing sexual and reproductive health and rights. This was Mary Stopes International. That's $10 million there.
And where was that to?
Actually, it does not say where. Now,
Oh.
if you go to the website, it's the very first one. I urge everybody to go to the Global Affairs Spending website and have a look around. I think people have, and it's been crashing the system. So
So
be
what else we
patient.
got?
Another one here. This one's good. This one's advancing sexual and reproductive health in Cabo Delgado. Okay, and that was to the tune of almost $19 million.
Oh.
And we gave that to the Aga Khan Foundation.
Oh, Aga Khan.
Right, Aga Khan. You know, the guy just passed away there.
Oh, did he pass away?
Not Chaka Khan, Aga Khan.
Did he?
Yes,
just-
he just passed away. Yeah, just recently. So,
Oh, wow.
to his family, our condolences. But
yeah, but to the corruption with
yeah, it looks like he was making it bank from the government. There's another example. This one's advancing sexual and reproductive health in Cabo Delgado response to COVID-19, and we gave him $500,000 for that. Right.
So it's like have some, wear a condom and a mask
Right.
at the same time.
This one is Myanmar, right? Advancing the fight against impunity in Myanmar, and that was an international commission of jurists, and that was $500,000. This one was good here. This one was this Equitas Impact Environment Fund. Now, whatever they're doing there, and this was the company is Equitas DGP Incorporated. It's Desjardins or Desjardins. Desjardins.
Desjardins.
Okay. For $22 million.
Whoa.
Almost $23 million.
23 smackaroos for what?
Whatever that study. And this, okay, people, is just the A's. Like, there's pages of this stuff. And, like, people were hitting this. When this broke on X, people were hitting it so hard. I think it crashed the website. And they said they took it down. But sounds like it's still there. Do your research. Check it out. But this is where our government's going. So, when they said they're only going to give $1.3 billion to secure our border, one of the longest borders on this planet,
Over 6 years.
over 6 years, is chump change. When right here we're just making it rain for these non-government organizations and other charities and whoever else wants to put their hand out. Obviously, it doesn't look like it's too hard.
Who doesn't like a good old-fashioned Guatemalan sex change?
So yeah, right.
Right? You know what I mean? I mean, good times.
Yeah,
I know that's not us. I think that was one of the American ones, but like
So
the spending is ridiculous. So think about that when they talk of tariff wars and they talk of carbon tax increases and you see
NASA
the cost of everything, and they're just throwing money to all these causes. And I mean, some folks really do need some help, and there's probably a few legitimate causes in there. But there is probably up and down that list a lot of government spending that could be trimmed.
Well, that's right. Spending is one thing. Like, where's our payback for that investment of this money that we're handing out, for one? And where's the results? Let's see some reports. Like, are we making a difference, or is this just a laundering scheme? And that's what it seems to be going down in the States right now. There's like that. I suggest everybody check out Ian Carroll. He's been putting out some really good stuff.
Oh, that's
really
the guy with some good
detailed,
videos, eh?
with good videos, yeah, and a lot of good stuff there with Megacorp and who's really responsible and who's really basically robbing us blind. And we as Canadians, we should all be concerned because that's money, that's tax dollars that we should be keeping in our pockets and not theirs. We give them these taxes and they just turn around and pilfer it and give it away. And like literally we borrow money to give it away. And who are we giving it to? We don't even know.
It's out of control.
It's out of control.
Speaking of that, a word from our sponsor.
Do you approve of candidates for Prime Minister associating with questionable people? Do you support a candidate for Prime Minister who has frozen bank accounts and used the Emergencies Act against peaceful protesters? Do you agree that the Liberal Party of Canada should be able to cherry pick their candidates for the next Prime Minister? If you agree to all these questions, you may be a dirty liberal.
We still don't have sponsors. We don't give a shit.
Hey.
But we just wanted to say thank you, folks, for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Join in the conversation. Leave a comment. Leave a suggestion for a show. We'd love to hear from you.
You bet. Take care, folks. Peace be with everybody. And have a great day.
Keep your sticks on the ice. Later.
This is Canada. Maple syrup in my cabinet.